I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. A Palm Coast man is back in the Flagler County jail after police say he held a foot-long knife to his wife's throat and said, "If I can't have you, no one will." 50-year-old Timothy Beamer is also accused of threatening his wife's daughter and her boyfriend. Beamer and his wife are getting divorced. Beamer had just recently been in jail. Less than 2 weeks ago, he agreed to anger management and substance abuse treatment and agreed to have no violent contact with his wife for 3 years to avoid conviction on a domestic battery charge. Now that deal is off the table. The incident that got him in trouble in the first place happened about 2 months ago. Deputies say he put a gun under his chin and said he was playing Russian roulette. He then tried to place the gun in his wife's hands and have her shoot him. She refused, so deputies say he threw the gun at her. He later allegedly threatened her again, saying, "I'm going to get you while you're not looking." His wife told police he'd also left a note with a bullet attached to it saying he'd kill all the dogs.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News is brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport. Save time, money, and stress. The Daytona Beach International Airport, it's just plain easy.
Flagler schools are moving to protect freedom of religious expression. The district will adopt the state's policy verbatim. It says students won't be penalized for expressing religious ideas in classwork or homework and shall be allowed to engage in religious activity and expression. They also won't be penalized for wearing religious clothing or jewelry. The policy also protects staff from taking part in voluntary religious activities on school grounds, so long as it doesn't interfere with his or her regular responsibilities.
When we do find out how much money the DOT and the Army Corps of Engineers are contributing to the Dune project at Flagler Beach, what can we expect? And what about the turtles?
A submerged wall. That's what Flagler Beach City Manager Larry Newsom says we can expect with the Dune project. He said the wall would run from North 18th into Beverly Beach and be submerged in sand. Newsom said that the project will keep A1A viable, and with the dunes, the people will not be the only creatures protected.
Well, as long as you have a good dune structure, the sea turtles will have a place to lay their eggs. And that's the whole point.
Newsom said that DOT is even talking about providing about $500,000 a year for maintenance for the dunes. There's a meeting coming up on December 14th at 1 with the involved parties, and it's a public meeting, so you can get involved too. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
Help the hungry in Flagler Beach this Thanksgiving. Tony Magoo tells us how.
Mayor Linda Provinger is currently collecting cash donations to help feed Flagler Beach residents this Thanksgiving.
We're giving out gift cards to either Winn-Dixie or Publix for families or people who would like to buy Thanksgiving dinner and prepare it themselves. And for those who don't want to prepare one themselves, or some of the elderly people in our community, we will be delivering single individual turkey dinners for those people.
And you're going to be repeating this later, right?
Yes, we do the same thing at Christmas time. So any funds that we don't use for Thanksgiving, we will be putting them towards the Christmas dinners as well.
How can Flagler Good Samaritans get in touch with you to help out?
They can call me at my home, which is 439-8815, or they can donate either cash or by check at the City of Flagler Beach.
There's a donation box located in front of the Finance Department at City Hall, located at 105 South 2nd Street. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
The Super Scenic A1 garage sale on Saturday will more tthan double in length. John Arking has the details.
More than 100 vendor sites will greet bargain hunters along 150 miles of State Road A1A, expanded from 72 miles in the past. Event coordinator Daniel Anderson.
So we're pretty excited about that. We've got 4 Florida Scenic Highways participating through 5 counties, starting in the Nassau area near the state line, Fernandina Beach, and it goes all the way through Duval, St. John's, Flagler, and Volusia County, and it ends up at the Ponce Inlet Community Center as our final south stop.
And to help shoppers plan their trips, a list of community sites will be posted today at scenica1a.org. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.